Zoom back up. So welcome everybody to the fifth Circulate Virtual Market. We're so excited to be here. So we started this a little over a month ago in response to the COVID-19 shutdown. We wanted to make sure that we were doing our part to still uplift the small businesses and hear from folks who are still on their grind, trying to make sure that their products and their services were available to the people in very safe and healthy ways. So Circulate offered this as a market free for vendors to be able to still have the platform. And we know that everybody had to shift and move and figure out what they were going to do next to really respond to the situation and still meet the needs of themselves and the people. And this is just one of the ways that Circulate shifted. We were previously doing them on Thursdays, but as the kind of world is opening back up and people are going back to work, this is our first time transitioning to a Saturday market. And so this is super exciting. We're Facebook Live. Hopefully we'll be able to reach the ears and the hearts and the minds of a lot of people this morning. And I also, the feedback has been really good and people have been really appreciative of the platform and just their ability to meet the makers on a deeper level. So that's just motivation for us always to keep being innovative and figuring out how to keep things going. And speaking of innovation, today, especially at a time right now where the community is really unifying and coming together on the streets, collaboratively, a voice of liberation, we also want to make sure that we understand that our own idea of what liberation looks like through our well-being, our health, our home ownership, our finances, and things like that, we don't have to do this alone. We know people are busy. You have children, you have jobs. We're trying to manage a lot of things in life. And so luckily we have some really powerful people right here in our community that have dedicated their businesses to offering services so that we can really achieve the realities of our lives that we want to. So I just want to really say thank you to our guests today. We've had some really good conversations. There's some synergy around the services. So my guess is if you need one, most likely you need some. So with that being said, I would like to start with Miss Tayala Scott.
Hello, everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. My name is Tayala Scott, and I am the owner and founder of Fit Perspective LLC. Fit Perspective is a financial literacy and education firm, and we promote financial freedom through financial education. I started on a journey of financial literacy way back when I didn't know what I was doing. I grew up in a family that didn't really talk about money. Decisions were made, but we didn't have conversations around it. I grew up in a community where financial literacy wasn't something that we took serious, and we worked through survivorship. I went to a school that taught me everything but financial literacy. And so when I became an adult, I had no idea what I was doing. I went to the military, I worked for different companies and firms and was just figuring out in my own way. And I also had 3 kids, which sort of exaggerated my inability to manage my finances. And so as I grew and went through different hardships and circumstances, it was laid on my heart a little later in my 20s and early 30s to start a business in financial literacy to help people just like me. So my business started out with a book, and my book is available. It's called So I Graduated, Now What Do I Do? And this book is a story of African-American women who struggle in financial literacy growing up, and all of her bad financial decisions were turned into lessons to help the reader like you. So this book covers concepts of credit, interest, taxes, investments, bankruptcy, payday loans, how to buy a house, how to buy a car. I literally walk you through my personal journey of my experiences and my malpractices in financial management, because if I went through it, so many other people have gone through it too. And so I wrote my story and I opened up and became vulnerable in my circumstances to help you not be able to make the bad decisions that I did. So this book is available on Amazon.com. You can look up my name, Tayala Scott, or you can just type in the title. So I graduated, now what do I do? This is exactly how it looks. It's also available on barnesandnoble.com, or if you want a book, you can contact me directly and I'll relay my information at the end. After I wrote that book, I asked God, okay, now what? What do you want me to do? How am I to work in my kingdom, in your kingdom? What kingdom work am I supposed to do? And that's how the business was birthed. So Fit Perspective LLC is community oriented. I'm in schools, I'm in nonprofits, I'm in corporations, and I work with my clients individually. I have financial management assistants, and that's for the people who just can't figure it out. You need an accountability partner. It's hard for you to manage your finances on a day-to-day or month-to-month or year-to-year basis because you just don't have the skills. I help you prioritize, I help you organize, I help you become more goal oriented, and we figure out that financial life plan together. I also have credit education and restoration. Credit education is important. There's so many restoration companies out here fixing people credit, but no one is teaching how to maintain their own credit. And that is the heart of my company, teaching people so that they can have sustainability throughout their years as they grow older. I also do tax preparation from every January to April. I have individual tax preparation and small business tax preparation is what my expert or my field is in. I also sell trade lines. Once you fix your credit, it's important to maintain it, but some people need a little boost because after they learn how to do it, they may need a little help. They might need to borrow someone's profile. And that's what trade lines are. People can sell their trade lines. People sell their trade lines every day. There's websites out there about selling trade lines, but it's the strategy that's important, and I can help you with that. I also have the FIT financial education course. It's called FIT Steps. That's the course that I teach in high schools, I teach in colleges, I teach in nonprofits. It goes from middle school to college. So with everything being closed due to COVID-19, that is transitioning to an online platform. So if you follow me, I'll be happy to continue to share information about that so that you know when it'll go live and you can learn at your own pace. But these type of things is important because once we learn the basics, then we can worry about building wealth. We can worry about our net worth. I'll teach you how to calculate that. I teach you how to stay in tune with what your net worth is and how to build that up so that you can buy your house, so that you can start to invest. You can't start working with stocks and bonds and different type of investments on the market if you're not a good saver. And being a good saver is a habitual discipline you need to be a good investor. So we'll go over all of those things together. So make sure that you stay plugged in, stay tuned in. Again, my name is Tayala Scott. I'm available on Facebook. Look me up, Fit Perspective. I'm also on Facebook as Tayala Scott. My Instagram handle is fit_perspective. My website is www.fitperspective.com. And my phone number is 414-209-5290. Fit Perspective is spelled with two I's. It's FIIT, and that stands for Faithfully Investing in the Financial Perspective. My business is spiritually driven. It's related to kingdom work and me building up my community. And now that everything is going on and our economy is dwindling, but at the same time, this is a perfect time for you to get your finances in order so that when everything bounces back, you can bounce back stronger as well. So thank you for having me and thank you for listening. Thank you for your time.
Bam.